Hello everyone, my name is Clantis and welcome to the clan. And so without further ado, let's get into this video. Happy Monday everybody. So please do me a favor, guys. The algorithm is responding very well. I do see it in my analytics that you guys are actually reacting exactly to what I am calling for you guys to assist me with by smashing the like button and also subscribing to the channel if you have not subscribed yet, because there are still 76% of you that are just watching this channel but they are not subscribing. But anyways guys, let's go to Bloemfontein Magistrates Court where Dr. Nandipha Magudumana is going to be appearing for the verdict of a bail application. So here we are, guys. I know that I've made some predictions, but of course my predictions the last time were a little bit shaky. They were on a 50-50 basis on the fact that the state has made some fumbles in the application for Dr. Nandipha Magudumana not to get bail. While Dr. Nandipha, why am I keep calling him the doctor? Nandipha whenever I say doctor, just know it's Nandipha, okay, guys? It's already ingrained in my head that she's doctor. So, as I was saying that her defense put up a fight about the fumbles of the state and the changing or amendments of the affidavit that the state presented to the court, and also made a submission that that affidavit was illegal because it was done outside of supplementations and things of that nature. And of course, we don't know if the court is going to consider that or not, and maybe might even be a factor that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana be set free on bail. But I must remind you that when a South African or a person in South Africa that gets arrested, the Constitution of the Republic kicks in, where the freedom of movement of their liberty basically supersedes the arrest itself. However, because if the person that is arrested has committed or suspected to have committed a crime, therefore they need to apply for bail. And in the bail application, they need to prove, if it's Schedule 5 of the Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1977, yes guys, we're beginning to know these pieces of law, which states that if you are charged on Schedule 5, you will have to prove on a balance of probability why you should be admitted into bail. However, if it's on the other side where the state need to prove on a balance of probabilities that you are not supposed to be out on bail because it would not be in the interest of justice, that will be a Schedule 1 charge. So now, because Nandipha Magudumana has the right to apply for bail because of course she's detained and her movement is also constrained, she has the right to apply to be freed so that she can go and prepare for her trial, as well as take care of other things, maybe work or businesses or whatever it is that needs to take care of while awaiting trial. Also presumed to be innocent until proven otherwise. So all those things are very important for us to understand as to why bail is important, because of the freedom that is enshrined in our Constitution for movement. So that no court can withhold that from anybody unless you are a flight risk or a risk of some sort, that you are going to interfere with witnesses, you might escape the country, you might do something that is unsavory to the conditions that you might be given after you are granted bail. Now, if we look into Nandipha Magudumana's application, she didn't make mention of her kids, that she's sole caregiver of her children and she needs to get back to them. And in my head, I was like, you were running with a man, a convicted murderer and rapist, until you got to Tanzania. Anyways, let's continue. And she also mentions the fact that she was actually taken to Tanzania against her will. And then I was thinking, in fact, I was counting how many borders she would have crossed until she got to Tanzania. So the first one would be probably Zimbabwe or Mozambique or Namibia. And then if it's Namibia side, she would have went through Angola. If it was Zimbabwe, she would have went through Zambia, Malawi, and then I think Tanzania. If it was Far East, she would have went into Mozambique, Botswana, probably Zimbabwe, Zambia, up into Malawi, then into Tanzania. Which country did I skip? So all these borders, you're telling me you are still kidnapped? Come on, man. You're saying on that one, seriously, you cannot be accusing everybody of kidnapping you. It becomes a broken record. Remember, you accused South Africa of kidnapping you. Now Thabo Bester kidnapped you, and yet you went through all these borders. And then when you were arrested in Tanzania, why didn't you run and tell the authorities that when that were coming to fetch you that you are actually kidnapped, you were taken against your will? Because I thought that's what she was going to do, people. I thought that's what she was going to do. But she didn't. And then again, as I mentioned earlier, that the state also fumbled in its own application to oppose bail on Nandipha Magudumana. And we're not quite sure how is that going to affect today's verdict. I will tell you my thoughts at the end of the video, what I think. But anyways, the state also, this guy, the state really needs to polish on his, on this case. Otherwise, it's going to jeopardize it for the trial. And then she could actually walk free because of the fumbles that may have been made at this level. I'm not quite sure if the fumbles that are made at the magisterial level, they affect the high court proceedings. I don't know. Please come through and educate us if you are a lawyer who does court cases, because sometimes there are things that we say and we are not sure of, and the only thing that we can do on this channel is to assume until somebody comes and corrects us in the most mature way that we appreciate. We are not lawyers, we are not judges, we are not experts. We always admit this. We just rubbing our two IQs together, and then we spark whatever that comes, that's sparked by the two IQ friction. And then this is what we will say in an opinion. And we're not saying our opinions are correct. We're not saying our opinions are factual. We are just making presumptions, assumptions, as well as speculations. All the shins that you can think of, yes, on this channel, we do it, and we do it freely. And we are not saying they are facts. And if we're going to speak about somebody, just know in the back of your head is allegations. You see the shins, once again, is there. So let's talk about the verdict. The verdict, I think, could go either way. It could go in her favor. It could go against her. But let's say it goes in her favor. What's going to happen therefore? Is she just going to walk out of Bloemfontein Magistrates Court, be put in the car and go back to Sandton? Is it Parkhurst? Parkhurst is Sandton, right? Yeah, and she goes back to her mansion in Parkhurst, and then she sits and awaits a trial, and then do whatever it is that she needs to do. Guys, please, again, is she pregnant? Because if she's pregnant, then, okay, it was not mentioned that she's pregnant in her application. Okay, maybe she's not pregnant. But anyways, she is, I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm not quite sure what the conditions are going to be. Again, and I'm saying it, if she does get bail, set it at 5 million rand. Set it at 5 million rand. I think that is fair enough for a person with this high risk to be granted bail of 5 million rand. That way we don't take chances. And if she does escape, at least we got 5 million rand out of her. You know what I mean? I know it's not something to celebrate, but what I'm trying to say here is she would have lost a lot of money as an individual. So I don't know which way is it going to go. But if you're looking at the fumbles that the state made, she may actually get bail. Now, let me talk to those that don't understand words such as might, maybe, I think, I assume. I am saying she may get bail. I'm not saying she is going to get bail. So I don't want you to come into my comment section and say, yeah, you said she's going to get bail. No. In all of my videos, when I make a prediction, I always use the word may, might. I never am absolute about it. Okay? I hope we got that one straight. So what are my thoughts about today's proceedings? I think Nandipha Magudumana, if she does get bail, she's not going to make it home. I think personally, she might get rearrested right there at the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court, or they're going to let her go all the way to Gauteng, where she will get arrested for cases that she may have committed in Gauteng. That way, she'll be attending a trial in Bloemfontein and another trial in Gauteng. And if she committed more crimes elsewhere, and then she applied for bail for the Gauteng one, maybe in KZN she committed another crime, the police in KZN might want her to be extradited to KZN, and then she will face that. I think there's a lot that is going to be going on in Nandipha Magudumana's life when it comes to legalities, because if all those, what do you call this, the charge sheets in Bloemfontein is anything to go by, clearly to me, she may have committed other crimes elsewhere in South Africa, and she might actually face those criminal activities as well. So her freedom is actually non-existent if that's the case. But anyways, guys, if you like the video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a like. Anyways, do subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to click the bell notification so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. My super thanks are turned on. Thank you so much to everybody that's super thanking this channel. You guys are continuously surprising me a lot with super thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting this channel financially. And please do leave me a comment down below. Let me know what is your predictions, or what are your predictions about Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's bail application verdict. Do you think she's going to get it? Do you think she's going to remain in jail? I hope she does remain in jail. And also share this video far and wide. Thank you all so much for watching. See you next time with a new video. Goodbye.